Hello and welcome. This is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach, and today we're going to talk about the law of assumption. And I'm going to share with you why your current circumstances don't matter when it comes to the law of assumption. Now, first of all, let's do a little housekeeping. I'm asking you for a little favor here. Don't forget to like my video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment because I love seeing what you have to say in the comment section. And also, don't forget to share this video with those that you feel can help, because sharing is caring. Now, that being said, when it comes to the law of assumption, the concept is you're getting into the mindset of feeling that you actually did receive the thing that you desired. Feeling as if it's already here, it's already happened. Now, I had a client the other day, and she was sharing with me because of her circumstances, she couldn't get herself into that frame. She was asking, well, how do I do it? How do I do that? How do I get myself to believe something that I don't see? I said, this is where your acting ability comes into play. You have to play pretend. Remember when you were a child and you would play pretend, you would play dollhouse. Me, I had a tree house. But you would pretend that certain things were happening. It's about tapping into your imagination to allow that part of your brain to help you bring things into this lifetime. Now, it sounds silly and it sounds crazy sometimes, but if you act as if something is happening or has happened, it actually will happen. Because the probability of the thing that you are putting out into the world and acting as if it's already come to pass, it will come to pass. Because you are literally putting things in motion by doing that. So you're pretending, you're acting, you're projecting. Actually does benefit you. And again, I love giving examples because that's, basically the way life does help for a lot of us to learn through other people's experiences. And I've talked about how I've used the law of assumption when it's come to job creation. I've used law of assumption when it comes to dating. I've used laws of assumption when it's come to money. And actually, you know what? That being said, I'm going to stop for a minute and give you an example of each one. When it came to uh, dating, I remember just having a period where I was just feeling blah. And I just needed a little pick me up. I just needed to be complimented by somebody, help a girl out. And I remembered going somewhere and having to get on a train. And I remembered before I left my house, I said, you know what? It would be nice to have somebody ask me out. It would be nice. And I remembered being on the train, and this literally, if you've ever been on a train, they call them strap hangers. It's people who are holding on to the strap, the pole above them. You're holding on to either a strap or the actual pole. Those are strap hangers. So I was literally holding on to the pole. And there's strangers around you. So you may have somebody in your personal space. It is the rule of the train. It just happens. So whatever, you try to be conscientious of other people. So as I was doing this, I try, or because of the environment, you try not to make eye contact. At least this is the way I was raised. You don't make eye contact when you're going to New York because of people. So you read, the advertisement, you read your phone, you read a newspaper, whatever. You focus on something other than the people around you. You're not trying not to stare. So that being said, I wasn't really noticing the people around me. And as I'm like strap hanger, holding on, I just hear this guy going, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. Isn't she? She's beautiful. Look at her. And I'm thinking, well, who are they talking about? Turns out they were talking about me. And literally, the guy was literally right in front of my face and saying this, like, oh my God, look at her, look at her. And I was so uncomfortable. Now, here's the thing. This is what I asked for. Literally 20 minutes prior to leaving my house, I asked for this. And 20 minutes later, I got it. And I remember thinking to myself, this guy, and again, this guy, he wasn't my type, but it was very uncomfortable in the situation because we were like almost face to face, and he's having this conversation kind of at me, but not at me. So it was really uncomfortable. But the point was, I asked for this. Another time, I had gone on vacation because I would do a lot of vacations, solo vacations by myself. And the thing was, I was always afraid of being alone, but at the same time, I was never really alone because I would do these like European tours or group trips, and I would do them by myself, feeling comfortable in the group, closeted by the group, but not really knowing the people in the group. And the thing that I found interesting is my first trip that I took, I was like, a group of gals were like, hey, you traveling by yourself? Now you're with us. And that's happened on every single trip I've ever done. I've literally, like, some friend, or not friend, new person, new friend to be, would just embrace me and take me under their arm. And, all of a sudden, I've got my people on this trip. Same thing. I remember I was in the city, New York City, to be specific, going to get my hair done. And I have a tendency to go during the pride parades or St. Patrick's Day. Like if it's a holiday or there's a parade, I'm trying to navigate the streets. So, it doesn't shock me that, it's another holiday and I'm navigating the streets because, when it comes to New York, the police will shut down certain walkways to kind of direct the traffic. So when I say navigating the streets, trying to get around those blockades to get to where I need to go. So it makes it a bit more challenging when, I can just quickly shoot over, but instead I have to go around and about. So whatever, you do what you have to do. But in this instance, I remembered just walking and trying to follow the crowd to get where I wanted to be. And this woman, couldn't have been any older than me, was with her children on a school trip. And she must have been one of the guardians because she was kind of like herding the kids, like making sure I have all the kids and they're, keeping them together. And she mistook me for one of the kids, God bless her, and literally put her arm behind the small of my back. And she was like, yeah, come on. And I just started cracking up. And at that moment, she looked at me and realized what she did. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, you just made my day. Thank you. But the point was, the thoughts that you have actually do evoke action. Like, I'm sure I was having a moment like, oh, it'd be great to like be a part of a group right now. Like, I'm going, whatever, getting my hair done, you know, all these people out and about feeling a little lonely. And here's this stranger like making me feel one of the gang. It's so simplistic and it's so simple. But my point is, it's about tricking yourself and being that actress. You could look at the wall, like I could sit, like right now we're looking at a brick wall. I could envision this as being something totally different. I could picture this as being a wallpapered wall or, something else. Like I could be thinking of my next, real estate purchase and using my condo as, the template to think of what it's going to look like and imagining my condo being that place that I am envisioning. But the point is using the power of your mind to create the things that you are bringing into fruition. I have a challenge right now for myself that I am putting a major change into my life in September. And it's something that I'm working on, and it's something that I've given myself the deadline of this is when it's going to happen. And the point is, it's not currently happening. It's in the process of happening, but I'm just saying this is when it's going to happen. And the thing is, when it comes to the law of assumption and the law of assumption, it helps to give yourself a deadline. It doesn't matter that you just pulled that deadline out of your butt. It doesn't matter you pulled it out of the air. It gives you a date to say, okay, this is when it's all going to come to fruition. It helps you to land that plane when it comes to manifestation. To say, you want it, you need it, that's great. But giving it a tangible deadline. I love this story because I did it recently again, looking at my calendar and saying to myself, I want a fully booked calendar. And, not doing anything differently than I normally do in order to make that happen. But also looking at my calendar and putting the spots on which I feel comfortably available. And when I do that, it sounds silly, but it magically fills itself. It simply does that. And I did that a couple weeks ago again, and sure enough, fully booked calendar. But it's a point that I see it in my mind. I make myself available by putting the options in my calendar to of dates and times in which I feasibly can do it without feeling overwhelmed, and I allow it to come to pass. And it does. But it's about knowing that it will happen, making yourself available for it, not saying I want this, but then I can't because of these reasons. Giving, I hate the term making space, but it's true. Making space for the things that you want, visualizing it and being crystal clear about what it looks like. And also getting into the details. I love saying getting into the weeds of things. When I was job hunting, I didn't focus on the name of the company. I focused on the company culture. Because you think about how many hours you spend working. What type of people do I want to be around? And I started to think about the personalities, the corporate culture from the top down. What does that look like? How do I feel in this environment? Also, when it comes to the law of assumption, it's getting your vibration up to the energy of the thing that you want to bring in. So getting excited about the fact that it's actually here. When I focus on my calendar or even the job, I would say to myself, oh my God, I'm so excited that I'm working for this amazing job. I have such great coworkers, great sense of humor. They are so fun. We go to the pub for drinks at the end of the day. I love the fact that these people are not only my coworkers, they're my friends. I love the fact that I work for a corporate culture that I actually believe in, and I subscribe to. I love the fact that, and again with the clients, I love the fact that the people that are coming to me are people I can help. I love the fact that the people that are coming to me are amazing clients that believe in what I'm doing, and are supportive. I love the fact that, I am helping people that need my help. And when you get yourself in that zone of the excitement, the energy, it's putting you on line with the things that you desire. So it's almost like a magnet where it's like you're up here and the thing that you desire is up there too. So it's just coming towards you. So listen to this video and listen to as many times as you need to, because sometimes you need to hear something the second time for it to really register. But the thing is, you can do this. You truly can. And this is the year for you to do all the things that you desire. But focus on one thing at a time to bring into your life. Don't focus on 50,000 things, because it's going to just split your energy and you're not going to know where to start. So don't try to confuse yourself. Focus on one thing and one thing only. And that is your goal for the month, And always, say to yourself when you're not seeing it, say, that's okay. I'm excited and grateful that such and such is going to happen by this date. So whether it's a job and you're frustrated because your boss is driving you crazy, and it's like, that's okay. I'll do what I need to do, but I'm excited that I've got that job coming in 3 months, 2 months, or whatever date that is. Same thing when it comes to your business. Yeah, your job sucks right now or whatever, but I love the fact that I have the ability, I'm working with the clients that I truly love and truly enjoy and truly need my services. I love the fact that, I get to work with amazing clients. I love the fact that I have such amazing testimonials. But focus on the things that you do desire and the energy. Keep your energy up. And don't feel bad if you have an off day. Just remember, the next day is another day. Rinse and repeat. If it didn't work today, tomorrow's another day. And keep moving forward. And as always, this is Tanya Brown, your spiritual business coach. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to comment in the comment section, because I love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to share this video with someone that you feel could basically benefit from this information. And also, don't forget, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I am working on a program that I feel would be helpful to you. If you're all about manifestation, law of assumption, this call would be for you. So connect with me by putting a comment in the comments section, because I would love to do a free call with you to kind of discuss this. It's just a research call, it doesn't cost anything, but it's just asking you a few questions about a program that I'm working on. So that's it. This is Tanya. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.